Has anyone ever told you that life after 80 can feel like an unexpected curveball? Even the strongest, most self-reliant individuals often find themselves caught off guard. In this video, we're diving into 5 surprising truths about aging that no one really talks about once you reach your 80s. These aren't the usual physical changes or medical updates. These are deeper shifts. We'll explore how relationships evolve, how time begins to feel different, and how memories start revealing insights you might not have noticed before. Some of these may already resonate with you, while others could come as a surprise. What they all share is their profound impact on how we experience life as we grow older. Staying with us until the end will be worth it because, though these realities can seem harsh, understanding them brings peace, purpose, and even renewed strength. There's something incredibly empowering about naming what you're going through and realizing you're not alone in it. Let's get started. Reality number 1, the shrinking circle of connection. One of the first things many people notice after turning 80 is how much smaller their social world becomes. Sure, there are still phone calls now and then, visitors occasionally stopping by, but the rhythm has changed. What once felt natural and effortless starts to feel scattered, almost fragile. Friends move away, face health challenges, or pass on. Family members get caught up in their own busy lives, sometimes unintentionally leaving you out of the loop. You find yourself spending more time in silence than in conversation. This isn't about bitterness, it's about honesty. After 80, maintaining those connections gets harder, yet few openly discuss how isolating it can feel. Invitations dwindle, visits become less frequent, and even if you've never been someone who craves constant company, the quietness speaks louder than you expected. You might catch yourself reminiscing, not out of longing, but as a way to keep loved ones close, at least in memory. Those shared laughs, the little daily routines you used to take for granted, they suddenly feel like treasures. It's okay to feel this way. It's not weakness. It's simply part of adjusting to a quieter chapter of life. That's why staying emotionally connected to yourself, your story, and perhaps 1 or 2 cherished people becomes more important than ever. When the crowd fades, the depth of a few meaningful bonds shines brighter than ever. Reality number 2, small health issues become big ones. Another eye-opening truth about aging past 80 is how minor health concerns no longer stay minor. A simple cold drags on longer than it used to. A small bruise takes weeks instead of days to heal. A misstep that would have been forgotten by lunchtime decades ago might now lead to weeks of recovery, therapy, or even surgery. It's not just that the body slows down, it's that its ability to bounce back becomes unreliable. The margin for error narrows. Missing a meal or forgetting to drink enough water can throw your entire system off balance. You might still feel strong in many ways, and you are. But resilience doesn't run quietly in the background anymore. It demands attention, care, and patience. Friends, family, and even doctors might dismiss these changes as just part of getting older, but you notice the difference. Every recovery feels heavier. Every dip in energy lingers longer. For someone who's always prided themselves on being active and independent, this shift can feel deeply personal, almost like a betrayal. But here's the silver lining. Awareness is power. When you tune into how your body responds, you can adapt. Slow down without giving up. Listen to what your body truly needs. More rest, hydration, or kindness toward yourself. This stage of life isn't about proving invincibility. It's about protecting what strength remains by treating it with care. Reality number 3, fading into the background. One of the hardest adjustments after 80 is how easily people begin to overlook you, not out of malice, but due to subtle cultural shifts. You walk into a room, and the energy doesn't shift the way it used to. You speak, and sometimes others talk over you. Not rudely, but because they assume you've finished. You find yourself repeating things, waiting longer to be heard, or feeling invisible in conversations, even with family. This isn't just about being ignored. It's about a gradual loss of presence in a fast-paced world that often prioritizes youth. Your age seems to enter the room before you do. Your stories, wisdom, and experiences, the very things that make you who you are brushed aside, even when they carry more weight than ever. You've lived, loved, lost, and learned so much, yet there are moments when your voice feels diminished. It's normal to feel sadness, frustration, or even grief about this. But recognizing the change is where strength lies. It's not a reflection of your value. It's a symptom of a culture that struggles to listen to its elders. You are not unseen. The world might need reminders to slow down and pay attention, but your voice still matters. Speak your truth. Share your humor, reflections, and lessons. Be the calm presence that reminds others what grace, wisdom, and resilience truly look like. You may not be the loudest in the room, but you are the most experienced, and that carries immense weight. Reality number 4, the quiet narrowing of life. Aging beyond 80 often brings another challenging reality, the gradual shrinking of your daily life. It's not sudden. It happens bit by bit. Routines fade, familiar places disappear, and the people you counted on grow distant. Friends move away, fall ill, or pass on. Neighborhood spots close down. The world you knew feels farther away, harder to navigate, or simply less accessible. At first, the loneliness might feel like background noise, barely noticeable. Over time, though, it grows heavier, even for those who've always prized independence. Watching the familiar slip away stirs a quiet sorrow, not because you've stopped trying, but because you cared so deeply. Grieving this loss isn't a sign of weakness. It's a testament to how rich your life once was. But here's the hopeful part. While the old world shrinks, a new one can emerge. Growth doesn't have to mean grand adventures. It can come from deeper conversations, connecting with younger generations, or sharing memories in ways you haven't before. Life doesn't need to be vast to be fulfilling. It just needs to remain meaningful. Make that call. Join that group. Take that short walk. Your world may look different now, but it's far from over. It's evolving, and joy can still find its way in. Reality number 5, the unpredictability of your body. After 80, your body starts sending mixed signals, often at the worst possible times. One morning, you wake up feeling sharp, steady, and ready to tackle the day. The next, you're sluggish, foggy, unsure why your knees ache or why your hands struggle to hold a coffee cup. What makes this especially tough isn't just the inconvenience, it's the sense of betrayal. You've lived in this body for decades, relied on it, trusted it. Now it keeps changing the rules without warning. Planning a walk? Exhaustion hits unexpectedly. Bending down to tie your shoes? Standing back up takes twice as long. Dizziness, stiffness, tingling, it comes and goes unpredictably. This inconsistency chips away at more than mobility. It affects confidence. Suddenly, you hesitate before leaving the house, unsure what your body might do. Doubt creeps in, making you feel vulnerable in situations where you once felt strong. That's understandable, but here's the comforting truth. While your body may falter, your response to it can remain steadfast. Flexibility becomes your ally. Adaptability becomes your tool. Learn to plan, pace, and treat yourself with compassion instead of frustration. Listen closely to your body's needs, rest when necessary, and consult your doctor proactively. Knowledge, even amid uncertainty, restores a sense of control. Your body may not be as reliable as it once was, but you, with experience and awareness, are still firmly in charge. We've explored 5 hard truths about life after 80, each capable of reshaping how we see the world. From the thinning of close relationships to the unpredictable nature of our bodies, these changes can catch us off guard. But here's the takeaway. Acknowledging them isn't about surrendering to decline. It's about embracing life with clarity, wisdom, and freedom. Which of these realities resonates most with you? Have you noticed any of them in your own journey or in someone close to you? Share your thoughts below. We'd love to hear from you. Your perspective could inspire someone else facing similar challenges. Growing older doesn't mean losing worth. It means gaining perspective. Together, we build strength, not just within ourselves, but in each other. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful content to uplift and inform. Until next time, take care.